Hey guys, it's Hustlémon, and yeah, cheers for dropping by in today's video. So, absolutely beautiful weather today in Sheffield, and the sun is shining, and hopefully it continues to shine because we're gonna journey together into Meadowhall to basically, well, find a Journey Together blister pack over here. What happened basically the other day is I actually went to Meadowhall randomly. I went into the HMV store over here, and to my shocking surprise, a wild Journey Together Triple Blister Pack appeared. Like, I was shocked. There was a lot of them in stock. I kind of preemptively thought, given the current market of the Pokemon boom that we're going through right now, that I wouldn't see this product. I thought it would be milked off the shelves. But yeah, to my surprise, it was there. And it was actually a decent price for £14 on recommended retail price. So my only regret is I didn't have my microphone, my equipment that I needed to do this to get the vlog. So now it's a random Thursday afternoon. A lot of people, I imagine, will be at work. The sun is out there. Kids are at schools, etc. A lot of people, I'm hoping, will just basically be out and about. And this is where I can go in and strike and find this product, so we can go ahead and rip it open at the end and see what we get. Quick thing about Journey Together, I'm actually getting more and more drawn into it. I wasn't really too bothered at first because I felt like it was just like a mid-tier set. I don't know where you want to place it. Maybe above Obsidian Flames, I'm not sure. But I tell you one thing that is intrigued me. It's that Articuno. Little known fact about me, Articuno's in my top 6 Pokemons. I feel like I say them phrases more and more these days, so I'll put a list over there. They're my top 6 Pokemons from the 151 set. So I really would love to have that Articuno. Out of all the cards over there, that's the one that entices me more. But obviously, there's a lot of people that's after the Clefairy, the Belly Bolt, etc. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get some decent footages at the end over here, and it goes a lot more smoother than my Aldi hunts that I did last time round. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out and see what we pull. So welcome to HMV Meadowhall. Yeah, basically quite a decent sized store if you've never been before, and it's split up into 2 segments. Your left hand side you got all the geek and the toy merchandises, and your right hand side you got all the vinyl figures, the clothings, the pop culture things, etc. So yeah, basically they've got quite ranges of Funko Pops. Of course, you got the HMV mystery boxes as well, which I do not recommend to get, to be all honest. There. Long story short, Journey Together, it was sold out, unfortunately. However, not was all lost. The day was still young in Meadowhall, so there were other places I could check out. But there were still a few good finds that I found throughout HMV, like these Godzilla Funko Pops that I'm really interested in collecting as well. Another thing in the 90s that shaped my childhood. Well, I managed to not get hold of any Journey Together, but I have spotted this Growlithe for £9. Check that out. Let's have a look at the condition of it. Oops. Okay, Gengar Railroad might not survive this battle. Oh, there's a bit of dint on the top. I'll see if we can get a better condition one. Okay, there's no shortages of Yu-Gi-Oh products, that's for sure. If you want Yu-Gi-Oh, you'll be absolutely fine. How much is this? £22. Okay, that's not bad. I actually could get hold of this. This is pretty decent for what it is. And plus, you get your uni days 10% discount as well. So that might be something I could end up getting. Right. Don't think there's anything else of interest. Yeah. So basically, the only Pokemon TCG product that they had in store was the pre-built battle decks. Unfortunately, it is what it is, and I was a bit gutted. Of course, I would be. There was still the ongoing promo. If you spent over £20, you can get hold of either the Fuecoco, or the Springagito, or the Oversized Terrapagos and Friends cards. Now, I actually picked this up the other day as well through my HMV purchase, but yeah, it was what it was. There was this Godzilla -1 figure that I was absolutely interested in. I was waiting for Godzilla -1 to get a figure. Absolutely great movie that came out. Recommend anyone to watch it. But I went around Meadowhall. I didn't find anything. Even WH Smith basically had only this. They were advertising and joining together, but nothing at all. However, something came through lastminute.com. So basically, this recently opened up in Meadowhall. It was originally a Prezi box, but they've converted it into a Mankind, which is obviously much more recognizable. It's quite a good haven for geeks. Of course, the name gives it away. But yeah, it's allocated in a decent area next to some busy like traffic area. You could say there's Primark, TK Maxx, Boots, Curry's PC World, all next to each other. So not a bad location for them, but I ended up finding what I needed to find. So Mankind does end up having it. They had the triple blister packs over here for £14, but you do get 10% off if you have student B. So I bought the Yan Mega one over here. I'm gonna rip that open and see what we pull. But it is limited to one per customer as well, which is helpful for all collectors out over there. So, guys, we actually got a W this time round. I honestly thank God for Mankind. Lastminute.com pulled it out of the bag over here. It's because the new store got set up in Meadowhall. I don't think a lot of people go over there right now. The member of staff in Mankind did tell me, she said basically the one in the lanes downstairs, the bigger store, the product got sold out within the day. But it was one per customer. So that's great. We've got quite a few stuff today. So, firstly, we got the Yu-Gi-Oh! 25th anniversary twin over here. So I got this for just under £20 because I got 10% student discount off. And you're probably wondering, how does a full-time employee get a student discount? Please, no further questions. Anyway, move on forward. We got the Growlithe over here as well for £8.10. Love this. I've got to add this onto my collection as well. I've got quite a few Pokemon Funko Pops. Because I spent over £20 in store, I got the Fue Coco Black Star promo card over here. Wicked. That's like my fifth one now. But I've completed the collection recently, so I got the oversized card, I got the Springer Gito, got the Fue Coco. I think the collection box is only out in America currently, or is an Amazon exclusive. I'm not too sure, but I'm sure I'll get that double checked. And finally, for £12.60, here we go. We got it. Journey Together Triple Blister Packs over here. So wicked. We got. I'm actually so happy with this because obviously we're gonna go ahead and set up the camera once I get home and see what we pull over here. But this has been a successful vlog in my eyes. Without further ado, let's go ahead and rip this open. Right, here we go, guys. Once again, camera set it up over here, both sides, webcam, mobile cam. Let's do this over here, join together. I always be cautious because I'm like trying to make sure everyone can see what I'm seeing over here. So there we have it. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Articuno as a massive W. If I got that card will be in my personal binder. I would say maybe I'll get it graded. I'm not too sure. But yeah, honestly, exhausted today. I've got to say, it's one of those things when you do a vlog, it's quite challenging because you see there's a lot of people around, and obviously I'm very cautious about who I'm recording and what's around me. And it turned out Meadowhall was a lot busier than expected as well. It was just one of those like weird coincidence, like even though I timed it well enough to go, hell yeah, Thursday afternoon, surely no one will be over here, but it was crazily busy, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Everyone was just out and about doing their shopping. I don't even think it's like school holidays right now. We got the Easter break coming up, but my little one, bless her, she was getting tired as well, so I had to kind of like wrap it up. But I was very lucky that Mankind came through at the end over there. I keep saying Mankind, I meant to say Mankind, but I've got a bit of a story to tell you about that as well. But let's firstly get the Yan Mega out over here. Let's have a look. Let's just chuck that away. I'll put that aside for now. I really need to sort out this desk. There we go. Another Black Star promo card for the Black Star promo binder. This time it is a Black Star promo. Last time I was like, got the Slow Bro one a bit confused over there. Code card for those of you who care enough. But yeah, so I've got to say firstly, the HMV staff in Meadowhall and the Mankind staff in Meadowhall, absolutely fantastic, very polite. They were helpful as well. You know, great to see people like that in them sort of stores that even love Pokemon. They were curious to what I was doing because obviously I'm just there like trying to get footages and recording, and I'm look like a complete tool bag really, but it piques curiosity. But with the Mankind stuff, for example, Mankind, oh sorry guys, with the Mankind stuff, like she saw me recording initially. I was there like having secondhand embarrassment, and I just lied in the spot saying, "Oh, I'm recording for my friend who likes Pokemon cards." And then I came back at the end with my tail between my legs and going like, "Yeah, them Pokemon cards are for me." And then I just said, "Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. Here it is." And I'm like, "Oh, why am I doing that? So cringe." But like, you gotta think this is not where my area of expertise is. I'm obviously just I guess I'm an average Joe like everyone else, just trying to get on by in the world, and I'm trying to do this as a bit of a hobby over here. But there's a lot in the background. My vlogs come out well enough, but you know, a lot of people do enjoy it. But I just want to showcase that that's what can happen in the background. There we go. Firstly, we've got a rare holo over here. Ludiculo. Now I've seen this, but I feel like he's definitely from Silver era Pokemon, isn't he? Silver and Gold era. I need to double check. I've definitely seen the Pokemon beforehand because it's one of those things I've just recognised, but definitely not seen him in a pack before. That's a bit of a flash back over here. Might have to check up because some people just get angry. They go like, "Oh, you don't know all the 1,000 Pokemons." I've never claimed to know the all 1,000 Pokemons. All right, you know, 151 is my era, guys. Like, that's just what it is. And at the end of the day, you don't need to be like religiously Pokemon obsessed in order to have a Pokemon channel. You know, everyone can go and buy and just create content out over here. And that's the thing. I'm just doing this for fun, for the love of the Pokemon community, and a lot of people do enjoy these sort of contents as well. So I'm glad it does. Ooh, but that's a Pokemon I recognize. Butterfree over there. That's wicked. Okay, we got Butterfree. That's a nice looking Butterfree. That will really go well with the Yanmega over there. Shame it's not a Black Star promo, but that would have been an absolute cool Pokemon to feature as a Black Star promo card. Final pack, guys. Come on, please let this be the most lucky pack over here. We spent all day searching above and beyond, well, above and beyond in Meadowhall, but we've got there eventually. And I do want some. Oh god, I've revealed one of the cards, haven't I? But it's all right. It's fine. It's not the big one. Right, here we go. Code card once again. Fire Energy. Bagon. Paris. Okay. Swinub. Brock Scouting. Oh, come on, please. Interesting. Oh, we got an EX. Okay, so we have got a hit over there. Tapu Koko. Interesting. There we go. Nice looking EX, to be fair. Decent looking card, but there we go. We've not come out with a massive W, but we've got one hit. We always say 1 out of 3 over there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Thank you once again. I appreciate all the support that I get on this channel. I really do. It's amazing to see I've hit over 500 subscribers as well. And hopefully, you know, we continue on upwards and forwards over here. I've tried to obviously do these vlogs as much as possible. I know it's like fun content that everyone enjoys, and that's the whole purpose. Sometimes it's about like having this sort of like sharing, like, you know, what's going around in the community, especially in the UK stores. We see all the Americans with Walmart, Sam's Club, etc., but it's nice that I'm seeing a lot more YouTubers as well coming from the UK featuring Morrison's, Asda, everywhere that we recognize. And it's just cool to create these sort of contents to show, you know, we've got a lovely little niche fan base over here as well. But yeah, you can support this channel. Someone small like me as a content creator, then all I ever ask you to do that is hit that like button. That goes I really do appreciate it. It does help out like smaller channels like myself massively on the YouTube algorithm over there, the almighty algorithm. But yeah, you know, fingers crossed we have a better luck next time on the poll over here. Let me know if you guys got anything great in Journey Together. I'm looking out for that Articuno. I might just end up buying it on eBay for the investment binder series. I'm probably going to scout that out this month because you got to strike it whilst the iron's hot, whilst it's still new into the game and people are trying to work out how it's going to go about in the future. I'd rather go ahead and cash it in right now, and especially, like I said, I love Articuno as a Pokemon as well, and it's just be one of them cool ones to have it in the investment binder for the long period of time frame. Yeah, that's it, guys. All me done and dusted. Thank you once again. Take care now. Best of luck on your next pack pull, and I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy.